Hello everybody, I'm back for my DVD update, as promised. I'm filming this on my iPhone because my old camera is pretty much dead these days, so I figured I'd do it on here again, which I did my last video on. Okay, so in June, I went to a Vampire Diaries convention because I'm a complete geek, and met some of the cast, and I got my Blu-ray signed. Oh yeah, you can tell that's on flash. This is my Blu-ray. It looks like it's the US edition, but it's not. This is the case. But I got the insides. I got the sleeve signed, and let me see who's autographed. So we have got which one's which? I don't know. One of these is Ian Somerhalder. I love him. Here he is. This huge one is Paul Wesley's, which is over here. When I gave this to Ian to sign, he was like, why has he signed it above my head? He was looking at it for ages. They actually had to move me on because they had Ian's queue was ridiculous, like the amount of people. So yeah, and then one of them is Melise Zhao, who plays what's her face, Anna. I don't even think she's in this season, but I wanted the autographs on there, so I was just like, sign that. So that's really cool. Had photos with them as well, but I'm not going to show you those. Lovely, all of them are lovely. I'll show you who else I met as well. So this is like the booklet that you get when you go to the convention. Claire Holt has signed it here, who plays Rebecca. I love her character in the show. She's really awesome, and she's lovely in real life. And then you can see there Nathaniel something, who plays Cole. I loved him. He was lovely. He was there as well, but he was a bonus guest. His autograph was extra, and I was like, nah. And I was due to have a photo with him, and I missed it. I was outside for like 5 minutes, and I missed it. So I got a photo with Melise Zhao and Claire Holt together. They let me have that one instead because I missed it, which was cool. And Stephen R. McQueen, who plays Jeremy. Don't know why his head's so small down there. His auto was extra as well, which is why I don't have his. Otherwise, I would have got the DVD signed, the Blu-ray signed. But I had a photo with him, and he is lovely too. So yeah, let me just Walking Dead convention if anyone's interested. So yeah, that convention was nuts. That convention was by Rogue, and I can understand like screaming people and stuff, but it was intense. I'm used to like smaller conventions for older shows and stuff, so I think I'll be sticking with those. But it was nice to meet Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder, Damon and Stefan. You can't get better. And I got a picture with me and both of them, which I treasure, but you will not see because I'm trying to be anonymous on the YouTube. Okay, then before that, like a month before, I went to a convention called Invasion. Eliza Dushku being the main person, and then you got a bunch of people here who you might recognise. I'll go through the book in a minute. In fact, I'll go through it now just to show you. So that's Eliza. So you have Eliza, you have Felicia Day, who's one of my favourite people ever. So cool to meet her. Elise Levesque from Stargate Universe, and Elena Huffman from Stargate Universe. Before going, and still to this day actually, I've only seen one episode of Stargate Universe. Seems pretty cool, and those two are really cool, so I need to check it out more. And then Alessandra Torresani from Caprica. Stupid me didn't get the Caprica DVD. I was going to say in time, but I haven't got it at all, so I couldn't get her to sign that. But she was a lot of fun, real fun. Amy Okuda from the Guild and Robin Thorson from the Guild. Huge Guild fan, so it was great that they were there with Felicia. Fun stories. And then you got Deacon or Deacon, I can't remember, Blackman from Dollhouse. Very awesome. And Aaron Douglas from Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. He plays the Chief. One of the most awesome people ever. He parties all night, and had a photo shoot with him in the morning, and I saw him the night before, and we talked about it, and I was like, I'm gonna turn up in my pajamas with a vodka bottle, and it's gonna be messy, and it was. So there's a picture of me and Aaron Douglas rocking around where I'm completely hungover, and it's my favourite picture ever. And that's the next one I'm going to, Vampire Ball, with James Masters and Juliet Landau. So, yeah, got to decide what I'm going to get signed. Oh, and also Jim Swallow was there. No picture for him. He's writ a load of stuff, so there you go. So, yeah, on the front, I've rambled on for nearly 8 minutes, and I haven't even got to the DVDs. I'm sorry. So, on the front, I've got Alessandra Torresani, Elise Levesque and Elena Huffman to sign it, because I don't have any Stargate DVDs and I don't have any Caprica DVDs, which sucks. So that's that. Then I got my Guild DVD signed by Felicia and Robin and Amy, which is awesome. I would love to meet Will Wheaton and the other guys and get this whole thing signed. That would be awesome. I've said awesome a lot too. All of them are so fun. They have great stories of working on the Guild, and they chat away to you, and they came to the party, and Robin especially parties hard. Felicia, she chats to everybody. There was one point, like in the signing queue, where her table is before Eliza's table, and like nobody was I had to go to Eliza first, because Felicia was just talking to so many people that Eliza had no one at her table, which just looked hilarious. But anyway, Felicia chatted away to me. I had 2 photos taken with her, one on her own and one with Eliza Dushku, which was cool. And she's just one of my favourite people ever, so she lived up to what I thought she would be, which is awesome. So there you go. It's the Guild season 4, and that's the first time I'm showing this, I think, because I got this just before the convention. I don't have season 3 yet, I just have 1 and 2, but of course I've seen them all. Great show, check it out. You can check it out on Geek and Sundry, Felicia's channel. And then I got my Dollhouse season 1 Comic-Con edition signed by Eliza and Deacon, which is awesome. And I'm hopefully going to Invasion next year, and Fran Kranz is going to be there, so I'm going to get him to sign that as well, which would be cool. If you haven't seen my Comic-Con edition, there it is. It's numbered, and it's got... Oh, that's my autograph list. It's got this letter from Joss Whedon in it, which is like numbered as well, which is cool. It's also got like a sticky thing on the front, but I didn't take that with me in case I lost it. So yeah, it's even more awesome. And I just remembered something. I forgot that I got it signed as well, so let me just go grab it. Here it is, True Calling. Forgot that I got True Calling signed as well by Eliza, so that's really cool. I did get Wrong Turn signed as well, but I gave it to my friend Louise, who came with me to the convention. Literally, she doesn't follow any of these shows, and it's not geeky in the slightest, and she just came with me, which was really cool of her. So I let her have Wrong Turn because, you know, she needed to get something signed, so I was like, take this. So that sucks, so I don't own Wrong Turn or DVD anymore, but there you go. I don't think she got it personalised herself, so one day I might steal it back, and then it will just be mine and it will be signed. So there you go. So yeah, Looking forward to going to the Vampire Ball. Oh, I love conventions. I'm such a geek. It's fun times, man. So, let's get on with the actual Blu-rays, shall we? So, the first one. Bridesmaids. Whoop. Extended edition. I got this in... The next bunch of Blu-rays that I got in CEX for cheap. I don't know how much this was at the time, but... Yeah, Bridesmaids, so funny. Seriously, lives up to the hype. I've watched it such a ridiculous amount of times that it's ridiculous. I'm loving this pink. Yeah, I've watched it an insane amount of times. I've watched it with, I think, every female friend I have. If they haven't seen it, I'm like, yeah, well, we need to watch Bridesmaids, so I just watch it. And it never gets old. It seriously is just... hilarious. And now every wedding where I'm going to be in the wedding party, it's got to live up to this. We've got to go to a Mexican restaurant and then go to a dress fitting, see what happens. Yeah, I'm a bridesmaid next summer, so we'll see if it lives up to this. I lied. I said all the next ones are from CEX. Then I remembered I went to Blockbuster when my mum lives in a small village, and there was a Blockbuster and it's shutting down, and everything was half price. So every label that you see, it's going to be half that. So I went a little mad in there. So the first one is Sorority Row, pre-owned, but it was £5, but it was half price. It was £2.50. Had to pick it up, and I watched this just the other night actually with one of my friends. It stars Rumer Willis, who is quite good in it actually. The thing I liked about it is your kind of typical teen slashery kind of thing, but the deaths were quite inventive. I liked that. Yeah, it was pretty fun kind of slasher film. So for £2.50 you can't really moan. And then I got Up in the Air. This one was from CEX actually. I've been wanting to get this for ages because I saw it at the cinema and loved it and haven't seen it since then. George Clooney, love him. Just thought it was brilliant. It was one of my favourite films of that year, whatever year it was that it came out. So, yes, I look forward to watching that at some point, Up in the Air. And then The Reader, which, again, I watched this quite a few years ago. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Kate Winslet, for me, one of my favourite actresses, probably actually my favourite. She can't do any wrong. About Kate Winslet's kind of like this dowdy kind of, I don't know. She lives on her own and kind of stuff, and she meets this young boy, and she can't read, so he reads to her, hence the name. And then it kind of, I'm not going to spoil it because I went into it not knowing anything about it, and it was kind of really amazing when it came out about her past and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, that's in the past, that's in the future, and then it delves into her past, and then there's like a court case kind of thing. I'm not going to go into it. A stunning film, I agree. Go watch it, because you can't do any wrong with Kate Winslet and Ralph Fiennes, actually. Really good film, really moving, and yeah, one of those ones that sticks with you. That's that one. And then we have Green Hornet, which, again, this was from Blockbuster closing down sale, so it was £5. And I was like, yeah, slipcase. I know this came out in a steelbook, but the film didn't really appeal to me, so I never got it. I don't know, the trailer just, it didn't look that funny, so I just never bothered, but hopefully it'll be better than I think. Let me know if you enjoyed it. It's The Green Hornet and The Hangover Part 2, again, so this will be £6. Saw this in the cinema. Pretty much exactly the same film as Part 1, but, you know, they just changed a few things. But if a formula works, stick with it. Why not? And it was funny. It was pretty funny. I prefer the first one. Just because it's the first one. And I prefer Bridesmaids, I'm afraid, over The Hangover. But still funny stuff. Check it out. I haven't watched this one yet, but it was Rise of the Planet Apes. £6. Got it in Blockbuster. This one actually looks really good. So I need to watch it soon. I don't know why I didn't see it at the cinema. I've got a Cineworld card, so I usually see most things, but this one skipped my radar. That's that one. Trying to go pretty fast because my iPhone doesn't have much space, and then I'll have to upload it and then come back and film, and it's just a big hassle. The Expendables uncut version, so this was £4. Really good. And look at this shiny slipcase, you know I couldn't resist. Haven't seen this yet. Looks like, I don't know, a fun action flick. Expendables 2's coming out, so better watch it. I really bought it for Charisma Carpenter's very minute part in it, because you know I love her. And I hear she's back for the Expendables 2. Again, she's probably got like a few seconds of screen time, but it's all good. I'm glad she's getting some kind of work. The Expendables, Precious. This was £2.50, great deal. This one is a tough watch. Definitely recommend watching it. It's who was it that got the Oscar? Can't remember her name. God, it doesn't say on the back. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Oh, Monique, of course. It's under the sticker. I need to take all these stickers off. So Monique, who plays her mum, who is a harsh character in this. And then you got Mariah Carey, who got no makeup or anything on. Which I saw in an interview and she was like, it killed me not to wear makeup. I was like, seriously? You're dealing with the subject matter in this film and you're worrying about your makeup. Yeah. It's about this girl, Precious, who's a teenager, lives with her mum and her dad, or her stepdad, I think it is, you know, rapes her, she gets pregnant. It's that kind of story, based on the novel Push, which I don't know if I want to read it. It's just so depressing, you know, but it's one of those films that you have to watch really to appreciate life. It is a good film. Definitely worth checking out again. This next one I love to death. It is Crazy Stupid Love. As you see, it's $14.99. It was half of that, which wasn't the best deal in the world, but for a slipcase and stuff, I was like, yeah. And also, because I love this film, this is one of the films that, because I got a Cineworld card, I go to the cinema a lot and I watch a lot of stuff that I otherwise wouldn't go to see if I had to pay full price. And this was one of those films. I mostly went because it's got Ryan Gosling in it and I adore him. And Steve Carell's funny, and Julianne Moore and Emma Stone are great, and Marissa Tomei and Kevin Bacon. All good. Great cast. But I didn't expect it to be much, just kind of like a rom-com. This film was really good, really clever, funny. It says here, a funny, as smart, as sassy as Love Actually. Now, I love Love Actually, but yeah, I kind of agree. Basically, Steve Carell was recently divorced. So he's trying to get back in the dating scene, and he just doesn't know what he's doing. Ryan Gosling is kind of like this bachelor who picks up women every night, and he becomes like his coach. And then, I'm not going to spoil it, Emma Stone comes into the mix. It is really good. I definitely recommend you buy it. There we go. Definitely recommend you watch it. It made me so happy. I went to see it with 2 people and they fully agreed. You know, they didn't expect much going in and just absolutely loved it. So, Crazy Stupid Love, check it out. This one wasn't such a great deal. Half of $18.99. What's that? I didn't care because at this point I was on a binge and I was determined to wipe out the Blockbuster sale. Plus, I want to see Captain America. I've not seen it. I know it's shocking. I've seen the Avengers and film of the year. What? But I still haven't seen Captain America. I have to admit, it's the least. It's the last one I want to see. It's kind of like he's the least interesting to me out of the Avengers. But after seeing the Avengers, I feel like I have to see it. So that's why I bought it. Would have liked that steelbook, but hey ho. I can't be spending that kind of money anymore. Then Sold to Take, Wes Craven. This was £2, so that's why I picked it up. Didn't think too much of this. It was kind of a little bit crappy. It was okay, but I preferred Sorority Row out of the 2 slasher films I picked up. But £2, you know. And then we need to talk about Kevin. Mummy's Little Monster. I love this film. I kind of knew I would. When I heard about the film, I was like, first of all, the name of it, We Need to Talk About Kevin, is hilarious. And then just the subject matter, I thought was right up my street, messed up. Anyway, basically, what's her face? Tilda Swinton. I really like her. I'm a big fan of the singer Patrick Wolf, and on his album The Bachelor, she does quite a few. She narrates like the beginning of songs and stuff. So I really like her voice. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Basically, this is based on the best-selling novel by Lionel Shriver. I never heard of it before, but I think I've got to check it out. And basically, Kevin is a messed up kid. He torments his mum. His dad thinks there's nothing wrong with him, but it shows you. It's not clear. I kind of looked on IMDb, and people are kind of saying, well, maybe the mum is the problem. Usually in these cases, the parents are the problem, but you see in the past when Kevin's growing up, those scenes are quite intense and quite interesting to watch. But you see like how he, from a young age, just winds her up and manipulates her and torments her almost. And it's kind of not, because you're seeing through her memories, it's not clear whether that actually happened, but judging by Kevin now, probably did. Yeah. What more can I say? Basically, he's a bad seed. I just read the back because, as you know, I'm bad at explaining films. It says, when Kevin is 15, he does something irrational and unforgivable in the eyes of the community, leaving Ezra grappling with her own feelings of grief and responsibility. Did she ever love her son, and how much of what Kevin did was her fault? So basically, at the beginning of the film, you see her getting, like, abuse from the neighbourhood that she lives in. And through the whole film, you don't know what Kevin did. At the end, you do, but through the whole film, you don't. And then you just see her kind of flashbacks to Kevin. So you kind of build up to what you expect to happen. And then, yeah. And then it raises some interesting questions, like why is she in the community after what her son done and stuff like that. So it's a powerful film, and it will put you off having children. Simple as that. I don't know if I opened it. It's kind of cool disc art. So yeah, that was £4 and well worth it, in my opinion.